Hey, I'm Just Straw. So it's been a minute since I've done a video, and I had a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. One is brand value, and I'm going to tie that into the second piece, which is going to be my first unboxing video, the new Peter McKinnon knife. So, brand value. The reason I wanted to talk to you guys about this is, you may watch my Instagram stories, you might realize that earlier in the week I had my truck vandalized after a concert. Somebody poked a hole through my gas tank and was trying to steal gas from the truck. And when we got back from the show, they were still there trying to fill up these little plastic jugs. Horrible idea. They had could have maybe stolen 2 gallons from my car. Ended up doing about $1,800 worth of damage to the truck. Then we had to get the fire department there. We had to get a tow truck there. Call AAA. It was a whole nightmare, right? And the Jane's Addiction Smash It Pumpkin show was amazing, though, by the way. So, coming off the high of the show, this was not what we wanted to deal with. Instead of really letting it get me down all week, or really even in the moment being super upset, I was upset for a minute and I screamed a couple of obscenities. And then I really just kind of settled in and got over it. The point is not that story. The point is the next day, I had my insurance company approve a rental car for me. And I went to a rental car place, went to Enterprise here in San Mateo, and they, I walked in and I looked like I look, and the rings and the beard and the tattoos, and they were like, well, hey, how you doing? You don't look like most of our customers. And I was really nice, and I kind of chuckled and told them the story of the truck, and they were like, wow, man, that's crazy. And I said, you guys don't have very many cars here. And they said, no, we've got about 20 customers, and we've only got about 9 cars on the lot, so we're scrambling trying to get cars. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to get another truck. I drive a truck all the time. I figured this would be a nice little minute for me to have something different. But I said, hey, listen, I'll take a truck, since most people probably won't want one. I think it'd be easier for you guys to, rent it to me than to be stuck with it. So they give me a truck, and they give me a giant one, and I said, no, give me this sort of mid-size little Toyota, or whatever it was. And as I'm sitting in the car, getting my Bluetooth connected, checking my mirrors, all that stuff, taking a few minutes before I start driving, then this guy, Iman, comes out and knocks on my window, and I said, oh shit, I guess I forgot to sign something or whatever. And turns out he said, do you want that Mercedes that's sitting there? Hell yeah, I want the Mercedes. He's like, well, your rental car company allowance will cover it. Sorry, your insurance company allowance will cover it. It works out better for you, works out better for us. And so I said, sure, man. So he had me sign a couple more things, and we swapped keys. And he's like, I just looked at you and I could tell you're a cool guy. You are, you deserved a break out of this whole week. And, I'm convinced that because I was really friendly to them, and I embody my brand values all the time. Not just when I'm on video, not just when I'm on stage, not just when I'm shooting photos, but all of the time, even at a rental car place. And so they picked up on that, right? And as a result, I ended up with this cool upgrade on a rental car for a few days, And it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's pretty cool. It's been a long time since I've done a proper YouTube video. I've been focusing on my little short form stuff, and I figured this would be a cool opportunity to do my first unboxing video. here on the channel. So, without further ado, let's get into this. That's fantastic. Okay, are you kidding me right now? This is amazing. So here's what we got in here. We've got this black on black envelope. We have a limited edition coin that says failure isn't fatal. This only came with this drop. You couldn't get these solo. Oh man, this thing's heavy. Oh. Look at this bad boy. Failure isn't fatal. I fucking love this. Okay, so this is the belt clip. Nothing like using a knife to open another knife. Again with the black on black, fly the flag, limited edition. That sticker to fly away. So this is my first fixed handle knife. So it's not a retractable. Black contoured micarta scales. Bronze inlay liners, so if you see that this line's got a bronze inlay on it. Hardware and acid washed S35VN steel, and it's numbered on the spine. So my serial number is 497. So why did I want to do this when I talked about brand value? Well, you guys know me. You know that I'm a big fan of Pete's brand. And lens cap back here, but there's also another coin. This is one of the sink or swim coins. I collect his stuff, right? I've got a ton of great interactions and products that I've bought from this brand, Pete's Pirate Life. And, you know, I like supporting Pete as a creator. I also just think that he makes really creative, really cool stuff. And so, you know, his brand values are pushed into every single product. It's not like they just made some cheap drop ship t-shirts with a logo on it. Yes, they finally did a run of shirts and some clothing, but like they didn't start with that, right? They started with coins and axes and candles and all sorts of crazy stuff. And so, you know, I certainly haven't picked up everything from every single drop, but I've gotten a handful of really neat things. Notebooks, pens, stuff that I use in my day-to-day life and my everyday carry, and things that I'm excited to touch and to hold and to be tactile with. And for me, you know, interacting with the brand in that tactile way changes it from just somebody that I watch on YouTube and that I've gotten the pleasure to meet a couple times into something that I can integrate into my day-to-day life. And for me, that's really, really cool. So that's what I got for you guys. I don't know. Happy Thanksgiving next week, and I'll see you guys soon.